Google Glass became one of technology's most famous failures. Now, more than a decade after Google ended its consumer experiment, the idea is back. Google is preparing Gemini-powered eyewear. Meta says millions of AI glasses have sold. Snap, Alibaba, Rokid, and others are chasing the same phase. Why rebuild what people rejected? Because the frames changed. AI finally gave them a daily job, and the social problem that killed glass never disappeared. Go back to 2012. Google did not introduce glass like a cautious laboratory prototype. At I.O., Sergey Brin interrupted the keynote with a live feed from skydivers wearing it. The stunt turned a tiny prism, camera, and computer into a promise. The internet would move from your pocket to your field of view. But the first Explorer edition cost $1,500 and was explicitly aimed at developers and early testers. That distinction mattered. Google was learning in public while the public saw a finished product from one of the world's richest companies. By 2013, explorers were taking photos, recording 720p video, reading messages, and giving voice commands. The future looked close enough to touch and awkward enough to photograph from across the room. Glass was clever, but it was not invisible. The battery, camera, and touchpad sat along one temple. A small display hovered above the right eye. Inside were a 5-megapixel camera, 16 gigabytes of storage, and a phone connection for many online functions. Google advertised roughly a day of typical use, yet video and intensive use drained it much faster. Reviews also reported heat, unreliable connections, and only a few hours of active use. More important, the software mostly compressed phone tasks into cards, directions, messages, searches, and photos. In 2013, there was no multimodal assistant that could look at an object, understand context, and answer naturally. Glass put information near your eye, but it rarely did something your phone could not do better. At $1,500, every compromise felt like a public beta worn on your face. Then came the problem no battery upgrade could solve. Everyone else. A phone camera usually appears in your hand. Glass pointed forward whenever you wore it, and people nearby could not easily tell whether they were being recorded. Even after Google added visual cues, the ambiguity remained. Bars and restaurants began banning the device. The insult, glass hole, captured a deeper reaction. The wearer had bought access to a future that bystanders had never agreed to enter. The design amplified it. That bright prism was instantly recognizable, so every conversation became a negotiation about the camera. Explorer invitations, celebrity sightings, and the luxury price also made glass look less like a useful tool and more like status hardware. In January 2015, Google ended consumer sales through the Explorer program. That was not proof that wearable computers were impossible. It was proof that a face-worn product is judged by two customers, the person buying it and every person standing in front of it. But glass did not vanish. It moved somewhere. Social approval was easier to define. Work. In warehouses, factories, and hospitals, hands-free instructions, checklists, and remote assistance could save real time. Google returned with Glass Enterprise Edition, and companies including Boeing, DHL, and AGCO tested or deployed it for specific tasks. A warehouse worker did not need glass to be fashionable. The device only had to make picking or inspection faster. This quiet afterlife revealed the original idea's strongest use. The screen mattered when both hands were busy, and the information was tied to the place in front of you. Yet, even the enterprise line ended. Google stopped selling it in March 2023, and support finished that September. Glass had found useful niches, not a mass-market reason to live. The category was waiting for better hardware, better software, and, most surprisingly, a pair of glasses that looked like glasses. That last change arrived through fashion, not Silicon Valley theater. Ray-Ban Meta frames hid cameras, microphones, and speakers inside familiar shapes, and launched at $299, one-fifth of the Explorer price. Meta says millions have sold. Reuters reported that sales nearly doubled year over year in the first half of 2026. At the same time, Google announced 2 Android XR categories: audio-first glasses without a display, and display glasses for directions, translation, and messages. Its first audio models, made with Samsung, Gentle Monster, and Warby Parker, are due in fall 2026. Alibaba, Snap, Rokid, and Vuzix show how crowded the field has become. The new race is not one device. It is a spectrum, from discrete camera and audio glasses to true displays. And every company is trying to discover which version people will tolerate all day. The bigger change is intelligence. Original glass waited for commands and showed small cards. Modern glasses can send what their camera sees to an AI model, then describe a scene, translate speech, remember a detail, or answer a question without forcing the user to reach for a phone. That creates a job worth wearing, a hands-free assistant with the same viewpoint as its owner. Cloud models also let lighter frames borrow far more computing power than glass could carry in 2013. But the convenience sharpens the old privacy problem. A camera that is easier to wear is also easier to forget. Meta's capture light is supposed to signal recording. If it is covered or tampered with, the camera is disabled. The Electronic Frontier Foundation still warns that smart glasses make persistent recording easier than phones. In 2026, Instagram also faced pressure over harassment videos filmed with Meta glasses. Better design reduced the stigma. It did not create consent. So was Google Glass simply too early? Partly. The cameras were bulky, the software was thin, the price was absurd, and the social rules did not exist. Today's glasses look normal, cost less, connect to mature phones and clouds, and have an AI reason to be on your face. But calling glass visionary can hide the lesson. Google asked the wearer whether the product was useful. It did not convincingly answer the bystander asking whether it was safe. The second smart glasses wave will be decided by that person too. If companies make recording unmistakable, data controls credible, and everyday value obvious, glass may look like a prototype from the future. If they cannot, the industry is not escaping its most famous failure. It is rebuilding it in a better frame.